second academy for the Hampshire Association of County Corrections Academy.
Not this Friday, next Friday.
Next Friday, the 8th, yes, sir. We have one officer that's in attendance who will be graduating, and then we have 3 additional people that we can certify through reciprocity, so it'll give us a total of 4. We have 5 remaining officers that aren't certified, and I hope to send 2 to the academy in October.
Is there a reason why we didn't send more than 1 this time?
Just for scheduling. We had 2 slated to go, but some matters came up that we couldn't send 2. Okay. So, and that's why we had to send only 1. Last week I had spoke to Comtech and the hardware consultants, and both of those companies were in agreement to take out their terms that were cited last week in the commissioner meeting. Both of them had sent up a new contract, and that's downstairs for you to review and sign. Okay. No changes in pricing or anything like that. It was just that language that was taken out.
Okay.
And then the only other item that I have to report in public, I have 2 items if I could in non-public later this morning. I just have one supervisor that had just turned in his resignation to be done on the 11th, I believe it is. That's it.
So that leaves you 1 short.
Yes, ma'am. I have a part-time person that is willing to take a full-time position with us, so we're in the process of training that individual now so we can step right in.
Okay. How many other part-time people do you have?
2.
You have 2 others?
Yes.
And they could also...
We use them more of a per diem than we do a regular part-time position.
Yep, okay. Okay. I'm trying to think about the perimeter fence. You gave us an estimate for the perimeter fence of $70,000, right?
Correct.
Okay.
I also, Commissioner, I've contacted that same company, and I'm looking into the possibility of getting that, I guess I could call it a screening or a mesh, something that you typically see in what I would equate of like tennis courts. It's that covering that goes over the fencing, to see if that would be a better way of mitigating.
You're talking about enclosing the exercise yard?
It's just covering the fencing so you can't get a foothold or fingers into the chain link themselves. It's almost like a security blind, I guess, would be the...
Are you talking about the covering over it or around it?
Around it.
And that would go inside?
Yes, sir. To prevent people from scaling it.
I know what you're saying. Okay. What about a covering over it? Have you got an estimate on that?
That specific area is too much to cover. You'd have to redesign that whole area.
Okay. You talked about reducing it down in half.
Mm-hmm.
Can you get an estimate on that?
Sure, I can have they come down and look at that too.
Okay. Right now, nobody is still going out in the exercise yard?
Correct.
Is there any way that you could let people out in an exercise yard and have a correctional officer out there watching them?
I could look at it, but knowing that there's still a risk and try to mitigate.
The company came in and fixed it though, right?
Correct. Mm-hmm.
Take a look at it.
Okay.
See if you can't put somebody out there and let them out, get some fresh air.
Okay.
Okay. Anybody got any questions?
No, I haven't got a question, but I do have a comment to make. I was at a conference on aging last week, and one of the speakers there said that she does work with prisoners. She seems to be very, very good at what she does, and I asked her if she would be willing to come, and she was more than happy. I'll give you her card.
Okay.
She says she has worked with prisoners in California and in this state.
Okay. Sounds good. And I'll pass that information on to Lieutenant Phillips.
That it?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Thank you, Jason.
Thank you.
Sandy McKenzie and the whole crew that's here.
And that's for non-public?
Non-public. Okay. I guess then what we'll do is we'll go into public comments before we go into non-public. So if anybody's got any public comments they want to make at this time, Otherwise, we'll go into non-public for security at the nursing home.
Can I just make, before we do that, you were not here, Commissioner Kenny, last week when we went downstairs, and I put this on your desk, but I want to make sure that you are aware. According to the office, the minutes of March 8th, April 4th, May 2nd.
Okay, wait a minute, let me write it down.
Here, it's all written for you.
What?
They have not been, the final minutes have not been
According
approved.
to the office, the minutes of,
5/12.
Those are regular.
what does she mean? She didn't get it through?
No,
by
she
email?
means that she did not get final copies that have been approved.
What dates are those?
She has 8 March,
March 8th?
Yeah, April 4th and May 2nd.
May 2nd.
I have
So
been,
she just has a draft.
right, I have been, April 4th, I have been looking to have this changed.
So 3 sets of minutes.
Yes, those are the,
So we have drafts, okay.
right.
This is a draft.
So you get March 8th,
So we have 3.
May 4th, and April 2nd?
April 4th.
April 4th, March 8th, May 2nd.
Okay.
So she needs to have a final draft.
3 minutes left, okay.
She didn't receive that.
And please give that to Michelle
I know.
so she'll know what I'm talking about.
And what was that?
Okay, no public comments?
Draft.
Then
Yeah,
we
this
mentioned-
morning I see
we mentioned
something
that
on my
before you
desk,
came in.
May 29.
Yeah.
Did you open it
We
or?
mentioned that this morning.
Did you open it? I got this like this on my desk.
We mentioned, it was brought up by
Ed,
Mr. Brown, no, Ed, that we had received a formal grievance. So
Yeah, I can
we're
just have
checking
it
with
on
the
my
attorney
desk.
on that one. Okay. Seeing no further public comments, then we will make a motion that we go into non-public regarding nursing home security
And there are some contract issues as well.
and nursing home contracts.
Correct.
Okay,
Nursing home security
Security.
and contracts.
and contracts.
Seconded by,
Seconded by
I'll second it.
Commissioner Solomon,
roll call.
you make the motion, eh?
I made a motion.
Okay. Commissioner Kenny, yes. Commissioner Solomon?
Yes.
Commissioner Sorensen?
Yes. Then so voted.